All right, we are going to talk about how to use the I-squared strategy to read graphs. And it's called I-squared because the strategy involves, well, actually, you know what? It involves 3 steps, but 2 of them start with I, so that's why it's I-squared. So the 2 steps are identify and then interpret, and then we'll also talk about that 3rd step, which is writing a caption. So I guess it just didn't fit neatly into that I theme. Oh well. Okay, so step 1 is identify. And we are going to use this graph here, which has monthly average high temperatures in Boston over a year. And we're going to practice this strategy on this graph. So first, what you want to do is just look at the graph. You know, what do you see? Look at the trends, differences, whatever. And then the to-do here is that you're going to draw arrows and write a what I see comment for each arrow. So your goal here is to identify the trends on the graph. Okay, that's it. We're just identifying. Some tips are to keep your comments short and to not try to explain the meaning at this point. Again, we're just identifying. So for example, on this graph, I see that in this section of the graph, we have a Thor. We have an upward slope from about February through July. So upward slope February through July. I see a peak in July. So again, notice I'm not interpreting, I'm just identifying. Peak in July, I guess I should write in. And then on this portion of the graph, I see a downward slope from about July through December. Okay. So there we go. I've identified what appears to be the major trends on this graph. And I'm going to clear this screen and then go to the next one where I have more neatly written out these trends. Oh boy, can I move this thing out of the way? All right, there we go. That's a little better. All right, so there it is, a little bit more neatly if you couldn't read my scribble. So I've done my what I see comments for each arrow. Next step is the interpret phase. So now we're going to go back for each of those what I see comments and add in a what it means. So that's the to-do here. And again, we're not interpreting the whole graph. We're just focusing on those what I see statements. So for example, the first one where we notice the upward slope between February and July, what does that mean? Well, it means that the average high temperature, and notice I'm abbreviating, right? Average high temp increases from February through July. So now I've added some meaning to the upward slope. What does it mean that the slope is going up? It means that it's showing us that the average high temperatures have gone up. So let's see, peak in July, what does that mean? That means that the hottest average high temp is in July. And hopefully you see the pattern here. What does it mean that there's a downward slope between July and December? That means that the average high temp decreases between July and December. That's an arrow if you can't tell, sorry. Okay, awesome. So again, let me clear the screen here and bring it up a little bit more neatly for you. So there we go. We have our what I see and what it means statements. So go ahead and pause this if you need to take a closer look. All right, so now we're at that 3rd step, the caption. So we've identified the patterns in the graph. We have interpreted what they mean. Now we got to weave it all together. So here I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that and then show you an example. So first, okay, so this is what we're doing. We're writing a caption. First, you need a topic sentence. So an overall, what is on That's meant to underline, not cross out, sorry. We need a topic sentence that describes what the graph or figure shows. We need to join the what I see comments with the what I mean comments. So go back through each of those comments and put them into coherent sentences and then weave it all together into a paragraph. So let me erase that. Here we go. So this is all that we have seen before, our what I see and what it means statements. And here is the caption that we've got. So topic sentence here. This graph shows the average high temperature in Boston over a year. That is what's on the graph. So topic sentence. And then we go through and join the what I sees to the what it means. So the first one, there's an upward slope from February to July showing that there is an increase in the average high temperature during these months. So that's joining this first what word am I looking for? This first note that we made. And then there is a downward slope from July to December, which means the average high temperature decreases during this time. So we jumped over here to explain this one. And then finally, there is a peak in July, which shows that the hottest average temperature in Boston happens in July. So then we came back and joined together this one. So there you go. The I squared strategy for making meaning from graphs.